Alrighty then. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome, one and all. My name is Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer, and welcome to Pathfinder 2nd Edition, the Season of Ghosts, our epic Tianzian adventure featuring these wonderful and amazing Patreons who support the channel, keep the lights on, and allow me to play, run, and host these incredible games for you guys at home. Guys, say hello to the folks at home.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, there was some nice harmony there. I like that. That was very nice. It's very sweet. Beautiful. I love it. You guys couldn't hear it, but I'm sure the stream just did. It was great. All right. A very, very special welcome back to the salted, dulcet tones of Lucas, a.k.a. Mr. Game and Art. Good to hear from you, buddy, and glad that you are restoring and recovering your voice.
Thank you. Good to be back.
Yay! Now, before we kick off, we of course are going to just speed into this because I'm very, very excited for today's game. And we're going to start with none other than our list of sponsors. Guys, if you're wondering how it is the Dead Aussie Gamer looks so good on his channel compared to, other streamers and stuff like that, well, let me tell you, it is not by chance. It is by using a whole bunch of amazing and creative assets that we have for running tabletop games online. We start with none other than Hero Forge for the wonderful art you can see on stream here. All the character tokens, all of the designs that are there are made using an incredible 3D model making software that not only allows you to create and manifest these incredible characters, but boom, also get them 3D printed. So go check out Hero Forge and have yourself some fun. We then have our second sponsor here. We have Sirenscape for the wonderful sound effects you'll hear throughout the course of the game. Sound effects such as the sound of the spell Detect Magic, which I haven't shared with my players, which I will in a moment. But there you go. I know, thank you. You've all sold the illusion. Well done. All right, beautiful. So there you go. So spells, sound effects, all these cool things come at the touch of a button thanks to Sirenscape. And lastly, our VTT of choice, Fantasy Grounds, to create a virtual table for us to enjoy and engage with so that we can connect with all of our friends all over the world. Plus, with the rule systems that are there, it helps me save time prepping my games and lets me focus on what really matters, and that is getting around the table and having fun. So that is our sponsor list. There you go. We then, of course, have the amazing Patreons who are going to take a moment now to introduce themselves and tell you who they are and what they are playing, starting with our friend Neil from Immersion Diversion.
Hello, everyone. I'm playing Ritsu, a samurai from Minkai. Got injured in a battle, and so I was taken care of by my grandfather here in Willowshore, only to later learn that my grandfather was actually a ghost this whole time. So, taking it upon himself, protecting the town and being a guard, and learning himself to be a better samurai, has been kind of like going around killing, oh my gosh, sorry, yokai, going around killing yokai, and setting up the town to be better protected as well. So, yeah. He also collects swords.
That was good. Hello, I'm Lucas, Mr. Game and Art. I play Isamu, who is a rather jaded individual and has a bit of a reputation as a belligerent town drunk. Although he is currently sober and has been for several sessions now, so that's pretty good. Honestly, he's just here. It started out as he was just trying to protect the town, to protect his grandfather, which is the only family he's got left. And it's sort of morphed into more than that, and he's started actually like putting himself on the line for these people that he either doesn't know or doesn't like much, the people in town, because they haven't necessarily treated him the best, but he also hasn't acted the best, and he's starting to understand that. So it's a whole thing. He's coming around slowly but surely.
And I am Callie. I play Keiko. She is a Tengu who lives somewhat of a hermit life in the forests. She is a doctor for the townspeople who will come out to visit her, and she is a witch. So there's a lot of stories about her. She has made herself a little bit more ingratiated with the town in recent years, especially with what's been going on here. And she is also the daughter to two very loving parents, Dag. Two very loving parents.
Oh, you're gonna make me do that to you? Okay, sure. It's fine.
Okay, so I guess that leads into me, unless we want to dive into more parentage.
I mean, we could dive into Wei Tao, but I mean that's up to you, Adam. What do you
no,
want?
I'm sorry, I forgot Wei Tao was there.
No. Shut,
He died in that
Marcus,
game.
Marcus, shut the fuck up. It's currently Shenzu's turn. Okay, you go right ahead, Adam.
Sorry. Hi, I'm Admiral Thrawn. I'm playing Shinzu, who's talking out of order now, and I'm the Omioji, trying to help give spiritual guidance to this party and restore balance to Willowshore. And apparently going to learn to keep his mouth shut more often. So anyway, wait up to you.
Anyway, I'm Marcus. I'm playing Wei Tao. Former. I mean, at this point, he is literally just a walking shell of himself. He lost his half of his soul in a fight with a different samurai armor thing, and in the most recent game, that goodness that he had within him is now permanently gone, and all that's left is this thing that is very plague stricken because of a rat. So this is gonna be interesting.
I'm not gonna lie. If you do die to this, you will officially be the first person I have ever killed with a single rat bite.
I will love that honor.
I've never killed anyone because, I mean, like, in Pathfinder First Edition it was called Filth Fever, and now I think it's called, like, Putrid Plague, I think is, yeah, Putrid Plague. So I count them as the same thing, but I've never killed anyone with it because its DC is normally so very low. But you have been rolling like ass. And yeah, that's just been unfortunate. And you're just a stone's throw away from death. So there you go.
We have established that I have the worst rolls on any table. Like,
no, I'd like to.
years.
I'd like to see the number on Cookie though. I would like to see the numbers. Cookie does good.
Cookie and Avarian.
Yeah, and No, see, Avarian doesn't have a multitude of bad rolls. He just has, the more important something is, the worse the roll tends to be, right? That's a difference. Sure. Is if Avarian's just doing, like, basic stuff, he's fine, you know, like, he doesn't. But Cookie, at some point or another, just, doing some random stuff. Cookie is pay-to-win player. Wow. Anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
Jesus, guys. No, Cookie is not pay to win. Cookie's great. But I think Cookie does get given, a bad hand a lot. You know, there was even a point where they keep testing their dice before games now. So, all right. But before we kick off, we have one last person to thank, and that is our lovely and amazing audience members, including Cookie, who have gathered here in order to have a bit of fun with us and, play around. Now, I tell people this all the time. I don't stream on Twitch because I have an ego problem. That's an entirely separate thing. I stream on Twitch because I want you guys to be a part of everything that we do. I want you guys to feel like you're a part of the table, that you're sitting here with us and you are having some fun. And there are a number of ways that you guys can do that while we're playing. First of all, just by watching the show, you earn channel points that can be used at any point in time to influence the game with insight bonuses, wandering monsters, wandering bosses, divine intervention, divine healing, so many cool things just at the touch of a button. And if you're subscribed, you earn channel points a little quicker, so consider subscribing if you haven't. Then, of course, we have our monetary donations, which go towards the DAG Survival Check for the month. DAG Survival Checks are basically just the monthly coverage. We cover books. We cover subscriptions to all of the tools that we use. We cover my mortgage a little bit, and on occasion, like my mortgage and stuff. Like just kind of keeping me alive. Is basically the general gist of the DAG Survival Check, and we are currently at 58%, which is amazing. So thank you to everyone who has donated this month so far. We've got a little bit of way to go, but hey, I reckon we'll get there, if not get close. And then, for those of you who want to contribute to that, boom, we have our donations. For $5, you can award a hero point or jinx point. Hero points are for players, jinx points are for me. Hero points can be used to stave off death, petition the DM for stuff in the rules, and stuff that isn't in the rules. So if they want to make some stuff up, they can use a hero point on it. Or it can stave off a killing blow. Jinx points can be used to counter hero points, make bad guys roll with advantage, or complicate things ever so slightly. Thanks to the efforts of Schoolie in the chat, we now have an extra hero point for Izumu at the start of this game.
Yay.
In case Lucas wanted to say something, I'm leaving a gap. But I know that. Yeah.
Oh, I thanked him in the chat.
Oh, did you? Oh, there you go. Okay, cool. Yep. Okay, I'm not reading. I'm reading chat, but I didn't see that. That's fine. All right. Then for $10, we have plot twists and harrow draws. Plot twists are a draw from this deck of random assorted story prompts that I will then use my massive improv skills to basically put them into the game somehow, some way, and make it a part of the story. These are just fun little exercises for me as a DM and keeps me on my toes. We then also have our $10 Harrow Draw, which is a draw from a fortune-telling deck where I will read out the fortune card that has been drawn, and our players will then at that point be able to manifest that prophecy using GM powers at an appropriate time that they would like to use the prophecy. And yeah, that's kind of how that works. $20 is the coveted golden natural 20 because sometimes shit just needs to work, and a nat 20 is how we get it done. And then we have our $50 donation, which is a boss buff and magic item. Boss buff basically increases the difficulty of the challenge the group is facing. This could be the terrain changing. This could be the changes in parameter for victory. This might even just be a straight up strength boost to something that is already difficult. Whatever the case is, once we boost them up, then when our heroes defeat the boss buff, or the boss whatever, they will also be provided a magic item, which can be a homebrew item you design. You can ask me to design something in particular, or it'll be something appropriate to whatever it is the group is doing. So there's that. Then last but not least, we have our secret menu item. Our secret menu item is going to be a great little one here. Now, later on in this game, our heroes are going to be coming in contact with kind of like a yokai slash spirit type thing. And for the longest time, I was wondering how I could actually go about using this thing. For those of you who remember, there was a character that we used to have called Jun, sorry. I was watching Hunter x Hunter, that's why it's in my head. And Jun had a kind of a haunting Bakeneko, which got gifted many games ago. Basically, it'll be bringing back the Bakeneko as a different type of creature that is going to enhance a player of the donator's choice. Basically, it is going to give our heroes the ability to basically manifest a cat spirit within themselves, as well as basically giving them a hybrid form. In essence, kind of like the werewolf stuff, our heroes will be able to transform into a full-blown cat. They'll be able to transform into a cat hybrid, which will make them more agile, also give them a few little spirit powers as part of the Bakeneko, and of course, they will also gain some luck benefits from the Bakeneko's luck aura and misfortune aura. So they'll have like an aura that they can switch on and off. So yeah, that is that's our secret menu item for today, the return of the Bakeneko. You guys remember the Bakeneko?
Yeah.
Yeah?
No.
I've seen
I
it
do
in
not.
a couple games.
You don't? The cat thing?
No.
Yeah.
June never had that.
I thought June had that. I can't remember. One of you guys
I
did.
don't think it was
No,
June.
The only thing June had was Magical Xiao that was from a plot twist.
Oh, you know what? I remember the Bakeneko from Ruby Phoenix, because Sean's character Kaito had one, or was killed by one.
Maybe it was that then. Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong TNE's game. But see, either
Matt's
way,
character from
you'll have the Bakaneko.
Sorry.
And that's what we'll do for the secret menu item. By the way, Bakanekos are adorable. They are cats. And they look like this.
Just little split tails.
Yeah.
Do they have split tails?
Yes.
Neat.
Their tails are typically forked into two tips.
Not this one. That one looks like that. There you go.
Players can't see it, by the way.
Oh. Hold on.
I did tag it in the Discord chat.
There you go.
Yeah, his tail's kind of split. It's split by the wispiness.
Yeah, it looks like a single tail, but could easily be a split tail. But yeah. Okay. So anyway, that's it. That's what we got. You guys ready to get going? Get started?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, then, without any further ado, as we return to our scene. When last we left off, our heroes were deep within the woods surrounding Willow Shore. Many things have happened over these last few years, or last few months, actually, should I say. As the town has discovered that it is trapped in the Willow Shore Highlands by a large wall of spirits that has kept everyone bound. The yokai who have awoken and started attacking the town. And of course, our heroes trying to do everything they can to keep the peace, not only among the people, but the lumberers who work the yards as well. One such strange event has led our heroes not to someplace unfamiliar, but a place overly familiar. This is Kiriko's home, a small, sort of semi-abandoned homestead just outside of Willow Shore, where Keiko's family has lived for as far as Keiko can remember. A long past with a very dark history, as it turns out, as Keiko has discovered that in these woods, a murderer would lure people, with townsfolk, children, and then butcher them. Even in death, this hasn't stopped this infamous killer, as they have now started transforming people into foxes and killing them, skinning them in her home. But something else has been discovered. Kiriko has learned that her companion, her familiar, was one of the victims of this person, and is finally, after a very long time, ready to resolve the restless and angry spirit that dwells here in the forest. After a grueling battle, where Ritsu, Izumu, and Shenzu faced off with the masked hunter who was chopping things up and basically just, like turning people into foxes, including Wei Tao's soul. Our heroes managed to defeat it, only to see it turn into a pack of wolves. Reuniting with Keiko and Izumu, they banded together and fought once more against the wolves as Shenzu chanted his holy sutra and using his divine powers managed to exorcise the evil and force the being to reveal its true form. Its true form, not a serial killer, not a pack of wolves, but a samurai. Keiko's father, manifesting before them in the armor of the Rashomon samurai, the hellbound samurai that has been trying to capture Keiko this entire time. It is here we're going to continue our adventure. But really quickly, a very big thank you to Family IT Guy, who has awarded me a Nat 20 and 2 Jinx points. All right. So, the scene is yours. Keiko, you watch, almost in a stunned look of disbelief, at the figure in front of you. The samurai armor, familiar. You still remember being dragged across the graveyard towards the large gates of hell being dragged down by this individual. But now, before you, you see a face hidden behind the kabuto that dons its helmet. A beaked face. The face of your father. His name is Kirikaru. Or Karu to his friends.
I have, of course, lost my pencils. Hold on. Now my pen has stopped working. There we go. Okay, cool. Okay, so Keiko had gone in, but managed to stay back enough. So she's been watching all of her friends in front of her. Not all. I think all but Shenzu. Nope, Shenzu also got dropped. All of them got dropped in front of her. And she had started casting what amounted to, it looked like electricity between her wings. And she had held on to it. She was waiting, ready to be of assistance, ready to strike, because it was a pack of wolves, not that long ago, ready to just get these things the fuck out of her house. When she sees the face, the first thing is mouth or beak, whatever it is, agape, and disbelief is the first thing. So she maintains her spell for the moment. Looking around at everyone, I believe she knows that Shenzu is the one that chanted something that caused this.
Mm-hmm.
She won't take her eyes off of the thing that looks like her father, because in her eyes, this cannot be her father. The spell's still going, but not cast yet. And she'll say in a very... It's calm, but angry to Shenzu, "What did you do?"
I dispelled the corruption that was in the wolves. I was attempting to thin the pack, but apparently this samurai is what is at the base, the core of this corruption.
No. No. Mm-mm.
I think he thinned the pack too much.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand that.
Oh, I just said I think he thinned the pack too much.
Oh, indeed.
You dare pretend like I am not standing in front of you, insolent child.
I don't know who or what you are, but you chose the wrong face to wear.
At this point, he begins to hum a song. As he does so, Keiko, sweat begins to drip down your beak and off to the side. It is a lullaby your mother used to sing to you when you were tucked in at bed at night.
There would still be some measure of it. This can't be, because of all of the horrific things that we're seeing being done, and her father is a good man. He taught her how to take care of people.
You do have fun memories of your father teaching you how to cook, as your mother and the whole family side by side made. Basically, it's like a chicken porridge, rice porridge kind of thing that's used for like colds and flus and stuff like that, and helped look after the sick. You remember your father teaching you about how to avoid certain game trails, looking and avoiding the bears while you were sort of gathering herbs and mushrooms and things for your mother and things. You remember just so many of these fond memories. And there was always one memory that now, as you dig through and root out these core thoughts, there was always a basement in your house. And it was the only place you were never allowed to enter. even after both your parents left. You never kind of went down there. It was always your father's space. No one was allowed. You then recall certain things slowly creeping into your memories. While you remember being shown the game trails and how to avoid bears, he also explained how they hunted, how they chose their prey. They looked for the small, the weak, the vulnerable. He warned you never to be small and weak. Some of the things that he said begin to sort of have a more grisly overtone as you think about them as an adult.
The desire to just, I guess, attack and find out later flares for a moment. But at the end of the day, grizzly or not, this is her father. So she will put her, I'm just going to say hands. We all know I mean wings. Her hands together, and the spell will go out. I would say that now she's wondering if she still can't possibly think that he's, this is a little too far for anybody to believe of their kind, loving, slightly mysterious father, right? So perhaps he had some dark thoughts, but now something is possessing him. So she can't hurt her father's body. So she's not going to attack right now. But she will ask Shenzu, again, not looking away from her father. Well, first she'll say to her father, I don't know what's happened, but I will help you. My friend's here, and I will help you. And then she'll just say Shenzu's name.
I do not need your help. I am exactly where and how I wish to be. You and your inability to accept the reality in front of you is not my concern. My work needs to be finished, and I can't be stopped by the insolent mewlings of weak, pathetic townsfolk.
Work? You call what's happening here work? This is...
Yes. Do you think I like doing all of this? This is divine retribution. The sins of the past. You think it was a coincidence that the yokai now anger and flood these lands? They were kept at bay not by talismans or bits of toilet paper with scratchings on them. It was the sacrifices that I made for our family to keep these mountains safe. Before the lumberers came and chopped into the woods deeper than they should have, they did not heed my warning. They did not listen to all of the times I told them this would happen. So I took things into my own hands. I took to give back and bring peace. Peace for you, Jericho.
Keiko is shaking her head towards the second half of that.
Kiriko meaning your mother, not you.
Oh, I gotcha. I thought you were just messing up my name, and I wasn't going to correct you.
No, I appreciate that. No, Kiriko is your mother.
Gotcha.
This whole time, it's like, oh.
She's still gonna she's gonna shake her head. She's going to say, no, what you what you taught was good. It was healing. It was making sure that no one went without. You left of just you left me here to take care of everything.
I never left you, child. We never left you.
At this
Where?
point, you hear something. It's soft at first, but you strain yourself to hear. One moment. Here we go. Let me turn off the music so you can hear a little bit better. Can you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. That is what you hear.
Yes.
Agreed
This is
to
your
it.
father.
Really look around.
Looking around, following the sounds of the heart beating, you seem to draw your eyes to what looks to be a trap door underneath the kitchen.
Okay, go.
I assume this is where I would know the entrance to the basement is?
Correct.
Okay. She's going to shake her head as though she hears nothing.
Okay, just a quick timeout.
Yep.
So, Callie, I love the
Yes.
energy here. This is amazing, right? 10 out of 10. And in fact, I'm going to give you a floating hero point for all the great roleplay that you've been doing here. This is awesome, right? However, there's a lot of internalization, which doesn't give anything to respond to, because basically it's a self-contained conversation, so I don't have anything to feedback on. So if
Okay,
I'm
I got you.
if I've given a stimulus for you to attach to, if you don't respond to it or if you don't then throw something back, it just ends up with the silence. That's where that's coming from. Basically, it's like no one's going anywhere with it because this is your moment to either accept it and stuff. But if you choose to not believe it, then it's like, you know, me going, hey, here's all this information, and then you going, nah. And then me
Nah,
going,
I'm good.
well, cool. Now what? You know, like I told you the thing, and if you don't believe,
Yeah.
if Keiko doesn't believe it, then you know, end of conversation. Then you know, swing hands. You know, but you're the one in control of this, not me.
Okay. Well, she would still, I mean, she would have to shake her head. And I wouldn't say, I guess saying as though she doesn't hear it is incorrect, because the fact that she's answering no to something has to mean that she does. She knows, you know, there's has to be something she's saying no to. So she'll have to take a moment there.
Okay.
And
Great. We'll pause on that one because taking a moment is a great tool for a conversation. That, and I'm going to teach this for the rest of you as well. If someone says that, hey, my character is going to take a moment, that is an invitation for somebody else. If somebody else wants to jump in with something here, is a great opportunity for that to happen.
Okay. In which case, I think asking for Keiko to see if she acknowledges that sound of seeing her kind of shake her head. I'm gonna kind of almost trying to ignore me. I think Ritsu will start to try to head towards the door.
Which door? The trap door?
The thumping door, yeah, the trap door.
Sure. You do have to walk past the samurai to do so. He doesn't have his sword out yet.
Okay, I guess I'll walk past him, but kind of
Swing!
almost like
No, I'm joking. It's no, he doesn't. Okay.
almost like almost like a slow walk.
Mm-hmm.
More like I'm not rushing past him, but like
Sure. All right. As you do so, cautiously walking past, you get closer to the trapdoor. The heart starts beating faster. Also, that is over here.
Oh, thank you.
It's fine.
Sorry, you just said we hits past him, so I was like, oh.
Yeah, no. As in it's a L-shaped building. Yeah.
Look towards the group, and I say, any last thoughts?
Shinzu trying to keep the samurai's attention as Ritsu's moving around, engages with the samurai. What is your goal here? What work are you trying to complete?
He did mention that he was taking sacrifices to appease the yokai. So you did hear that?
I guess I was looking for, like, is he looking to dispel the yokai from the land, or
No, again, so
Yeah.
he's offering sacrifices to keep the yokai from doing what they're doing right now, which is, attacking and yada yada yada. Yeah.
Gotcha.
No. He's conducting
sorry.
ritualistic sacrifices.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Shenzu, you would know that. That's why I'm. Yeah. I if you're asking for more information, I don't really have much more on that front. It's pretty much like, he's been killing people and offering things to the yokai in order to keep them out of the towns. And now, since the yokai are back, he thinks that it's because his sacrifices haven't been happening that they're back. So he's now doing what
He's trying to do more.
Correct.
Yeah, which is bad.
So with that understanding, I would kind of start to try and bridge the gap and say, we have been dealing with this yokai threat throughout the land. It's not just here, as I'm sure you're aware. But we found that this has been brought on by others who are also sacrificing, but to another source. Are your intentions to help the people here of Willowshore, or do you harbor ill will towards the village?
I do not trust the people of Willowshore to do what is best for my family. They never have. I have been here every day and seen the isolation my daughter endured. The thankless. All the efforts that we had done in order to keep this town safe. All of my daughter's exploits to keep those of you who still walk alive. Yes, I harbor ill will towards this town.
It wasn't the flame, it was you.
What flame?
I feel like Keiko
Sorry.
would have to interject at this point.
The
Like,
lantern.
You tried to drag me to hell?
Oh,
the
sorry.
whole thing was the lantern with the lantern keeping
Oh.
out the yokai.
No.
And now he's saying this, I'm like, oh, that's what I kind of
Yeah.
was thinking. It's like he was, yeah.
I did not turn out the flame of ugly cute. And dragging you to hell. I was freeing you from this cage. I would have protected you down there. I would have made you strong, Keiko. I've always told you to never be weak.
And I do feel like
Weakness.
she would have said that with him as he said it. Like
Yeah,
that
nice.
he said it
In
so many
tandem.
times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You say that her accomplishments have not been valued. The work that your daughter has done has not been appreciated. Yet now she's called one of the heroes of Willowshore. Things are changing. Perhaps not as all as you perceive in this dark corner of the woods.
Is this how you feel, daughter? Do you feel that things are changing? That the people in the town truly see you.
I think that they hear me when I speak and they give weight to my words, and I just met most of these people and they're here. They should be attacking you, right? But they're not, out of respect for me. So of course I think it's changed.
Well, let's see exactly how much they are willing to sacrifice for you.
You watch as he then draws his sword, which is, by the way, probably the nastiest looking thing you've ever seen. Anyone with any semblance of knowledge about like the swordsman's art can actually see, as soon as he draws his blade, what starts off as this kind of very rusty creaking sound as he draws it out quickly becomes this shaved and very, very poignant sharp edge. This is a weapon known as a batosai. It has no guard and is purely a bladed edge that bears a symbol Wei Tao recognizes almost immediately. It is the symbol of Yan Shen. Is it Yan Shen?
Yaijing.
Yaijing, thank you. Yeah, I thought it was a little wrong. It's the symbol of Yaijing on the bladed edge. This is more than just a blade. This is a blade that shows I have abandoned any kind of thing, any kind of defense, even the ones on my wrists. I am going to kill with this weapon.
I would think seeing the blade and seeing the symbol, this would actually cause Wei Tao to speak up. Finally. He's gonna look at Keiko and he's gonna give her a nasty look, as well as the beaked samurai, and he goes, "The stench of cowardice in this room sickens me to my core. What's the point of all this talking at this point? What, do you think this is some sort of fairy tale where you're all going to get a happily ever after? The Minister of Blood is going to demand retribution for his actions. And you, Keiko, if you do not take up arms and fight this monster, then just lay down and die like your friend June."
Dang.
How close is Wei Tao to me?
I'd say, so fortunately / unfortunately, I would say that Wei Tao's probably like 10 foot away, just because if I remember correctly, you were mostly towards the back near Shenzhou.
I was, yep.
So yeah, and Wei Tao and Izumu were kind of at the front where the wolves were.
Okay, because the urge to walk up and slap him was pretty strong. But
oh yeah,
you can have to hold that back.
Yeah, you can definitely clench your fists like really, really tightly, and you can kind of feel your companion sort of fluff up very angrily as well, like just sort of like you can see their fur standing on edge, like an angry cat.
You, who would have long fallen before now if not for me, have absolutely no room to speak.
I have every right to speak, because the cowardice in me is gone.
Also, quick pause for our audience members as well. For those of you who weren't here last week, Wei Tao is actually the body of Wei Tao, with mind and everything still working, but possessed by an entity that is purely driven by bloodlust and evil. The soul of Wei Tao, the actual Wei Tao part of him that was good and kind and stuff like that, last week unfortunately lost its life in the battle to fight this creature. So what you're seeing now is just the body, the husk, that is still dying of disease, trying to push itself forward at the behest of a god named Yai Jing, who is the god of basically capital punishment. You know, there is no gray area. It's if you're a criminal, death, and that's kind of the vibe. Just wanted to update our lovely audience on what's going on, but carry on.
He's cuddly now, right?
As cuddly as a very rabid porcupine.
Okay.
Also, Wei Tao got some hero points.
Oh, heck yeah. 2 hero points for Wei Tao for that amazing speech.
Oh, thank you, Cookie.
Heck yeah. Thank you, Cookie. All right. The samurai looks over at you and says,
I can see how grateful your comrades are.
To be fair, he's from like 1,000 years ago or some such bullshit, and that's not fully him.
I don't care for excuses, but don't worry. I will free you from the shackles of this so-called friendship, from this town, and from those who would take advantage of you.
and with that, we're going to go into initiative.
Damn!
Shinzu, just as he was saying that, would say you'd have to go through us.
Yes. That's yes. To be clear, he said he's killing all of you and not Keiko.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
If you want to kill me, you have to go through me. He's like, well, yep, that's the point.
Yeah, that's the plan.
They gave me the same vibes as titanium blades. They can cut through diamonds. Well, I'm not wearing any diamonds.
Yeah, a little bit.
I took that as he was going to come and try and drag her to hell again. That's where I was going with that, but okay.
Well, that's fair. All right. So we're going to start
lay
with...
down prone again.
just nap like I'm sorry. I didn't realize what I was saying. You look very scary. Okay.
I do wonder, is Isamu as quiet as he is because he mentioned that it was the woodworkers that were causing problems for a bit there?
Excellent question.
No, he's not. He just, it's family drama. He doesn't need to get involved in family drama.
Fair.
He's just waiting until he can hit this guy in the face.
That's fair.
Help me with this heartbeat.
And honestly, when Wei Chao was talking, and then this dude was like, "I'm gonna kill you," I just imagined Isamu pointing at Wei Chao and be like, "Well, to be fair, this dude's always been an asshole. You two would probably get along really well."
That's true. They do worship the same god. Coincidence?
Like he's like, "Come with me if you want to live."
But
Okay.
if you two stay here and talk, and we'll go save the village. Really well.
All right. So, unfortunately, we are leading off with Karu, as the samurai is probably going to go for Wei Tao first, mostly because of the manner in which he was speaking to his daughter. He will take a step up, and with his katana and the first blow of the session, he is going to lead into his first attack with a drawer of his wakizashi as a surprise attack.
I'm expecting it to be a crit.
Probably. Yeah, so he's got his katana in one hand, but the wakizashi, ooh, look at that. It's a natural 1. I don't like
I
that.
was right. It's a crit.
It is a crit. It's a
It
crit.
is.
But I will use a jinx point on it. Definitely don't like that. So this one is, like I said, the opening volley. Okay, not bad. So the blade rushes upwards and slashes at your chin. Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry, that's not the right thing. Sorry, I just need to make some minor adjustments here. Thank you. Okay, so regular damage to Wei Tao. Okay, 24 to 9 damage. All right. So as that slashes up at you, it basically clips the side of your chin and your jaw, which is going to make you off guard against the second attack. As he takes hold of the katana and makes a second blow. Ignore that, because I did not drop it on you. There we go. Another hit. This one a much more heavy blow as he hits you with 19 points of damage. In addition, you now also are the proud owner of some bleed damage as he slashes down you. The nastiness of the blade that he used, the wound seems to not be like kind of naturally staunching. It seems like there's a venom or something that is causing your blood to not coagulate, and you just start to excessively bleed even from the shallowest cuts. Not a poison, but like just a like kind of an oil or an ointment that's not allowing your blood to clot.
Owie.
Owie indeed. All right, Ritsu, over in the kitchen. You're over here.
Yeah.
You obviously are privy to seeing and hearing what's happened.
Yep. I was going to open the door, but seeing Kirikaru go
Call him
after
Karu.
us-
I'll make the name in the thing. No, it's fine.
Okay.
Kirikaru.
Now has made the first move. We can open this door later as soon as we take care of him. So I will take not a dash, but I'll take a move to go behind him.
Okay,
and
as
with
you
the-
move to there, you do, however, provoke his reactive strike. With
Doesn't
his,
that happen after I leave, not the going in?
passing through, so he threatens
Never
all of
let-
it.
I wasn't able to do that when I was doing that with others.
Well, no, Neil, that's because you're passing through even that top corner. That's still his range.
Correct. Entering
that
isn't.
counts as
Yeah,
moving.
yeah, it's not entering. You're going from here to here, which is what provokes.
But it's still that first move. I thought it
No,
was
no, no,
when
no,
you
it's not about the
in
first
his
move.
thing and then move.
No, because what you normally do, and this is
Okay,
this,
well, I'll have
this
to remember that because
yeah.
you
Otherwise,
definitely did that.
no, we haven't done that. What you have done, Neil, and I'll make this very, very clear, is you have usually moved to an object, to a person, and entering does not provoke for sure. However,
Okay,
what you're doing here, because you're entering here and then continuing to move, that is going to provoke. So that's the
So
slightly
if I
different
go
bit.
from
What you
here
can,
to-
yes, correct, which is
Okay,
what I was going to
can I do
suggest.
that?
Yeah, you can absolutely
Okay.
do that.
it.
Well, yeah, because you are a samurai. I'd say that being trained as a samurai, you would know they likely do have reactive strikes, which means you would likely know to be cautious around them. So yeah, not a problem.
All right, then taking my taking Wei Tao's Masayoshi, I will helping Wei Tao by flanking, take the Masayoshi and try to strike it across his back.
Sure, go ahead.
Two-handed. Yeah. Oh damn!
Nice, solid critical hit. All right, daily damage. Oof, 27 damage. However, you watch as the spirit armor seems to protect him somewhat from the blow. It still manages to land on him, but you basically watch as this blue kind of flaming aura just sort of hits your blade. You do cut through it, and you do feel something tangible, but he remains unscathed presently.
Shoot. I've seen this before happen on other types of spirits, correct? When you
On hit.
magical
Do
weapon?
you remember when you fought his armor? Just his armor?
Yeah.
It had that.
Okay. So seeing that, my last action will be like, shit. He'll exchange his Masayoshi and put it away and exchange it for the Ancestry Sword.
Let me just check something real quick, because I think sheathing a weapon is a manipulate action.
It is.
Oh, true. Oh, frick. Alright.
Let's see. Yes, they are
Is that
interact
a-
actions.
Okay. I do need that sword out though, so I will do it.
Okay. He will then provoke an attack of opportunity, which he will then use on you. All right, Ritsu, he takes a huge swing and returns your critical hit for 27 points of damage plus the bleed, which is now attached to you. I'll roll a percentage for your crit, and you roll a percentage for mine.
Okay.
That will crit. Let's see what your one is. That one is a 3. So,
Playing the 3.
okay. So unfortunately, you do not crit the crit the creature,
it makes
but
sense since I did 0 damage. So
that's true. That's true. But you might have gotten advantage. Slashing, pain and simple, triple damage.
ow! I might
So,
go down here.
Ritsu's down.
I
Could be.
would-
You have hero point.
Yeah,
Okay. So yeah, like I said, pretty nasty here. Here we go. So that is going to be 11 points of damage.
It's 9. So 11,
9?
but
Yeah, that's okay.
partially resisted.
The bad bit is going to be your bleed damage in a second.
Yeah. I'm gonna bleed out and then fall over.
You might. Okay.
Ooh.
And this is unboss buffed, just so you know. All right. So you've drawn. So unfortunately, because it's a crit, you also lose your manipulate action. So as you're going to draw the weapon, you unfortunately, as he slashes through your arm, he almost cuts it clean off, but causes you to drop the draw. I'm going to say that you still have your weapon armed, because if it interrupts, that means you can't put yours away and draw the other one. Means that you're,
So it's the first weapon is
you've still got the first weapon. Yeah. All right. And that's the end. Bleed damage.
Ouch.
Okay. Well, you will.
Whoa!
So you are going to take 19 damage and bleed out, but you did manage to make the stabilization check, so you are no longer bleeding. But the question is do you use a hero point to stay up, or do you go down?
I will stay up. I will use a hero point because in order to help with the flanking, I need to be up.
All right.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Oof.
Does that mean that he drops to 0 and then back up to 1, or does that mean he never drops below 1?
Means he never drops below 1.
Okay, never
Because
mind.
otherwise,
So,
because when he drops to 0 and then goes back to 1, he gets a wounded condition.
Oh, that's fair. Yep, okay.
Okay, that was Ritsu. On to Shenzu.
So Shinzu sees that he's not going to be able to do much. He's really wounded right now. Am I still prone?
No, you're not prone. You've gotten up during the course of this. I'll take that off. What was the clumsy from?
That was from the same effect, the wolf's dragon.
Yeah. Okay. Let's take those off. Hold on. Let's see. You are no longer frightened. So we'll take that off. Yep. Okay. Cool. Carry on.
So I think the first thing I'd have to do is, seeing his current wounded state, he would use his battle medicine to attempt to treat himself, so that he can be of use in the fight.
Sure. Not a problem.
Okay, let me see here. Trying to find my.
So getting to actions, there should be treat wounds as one of the things you can do.
Okay.
Oh, activity. Sorry.
Yeah. And is it just the regular one?
Medicine. There should be treat wounds, whatever your rank is.
Yeah, let me double check that. Medicine trained. Okay.
Yep. So that'd be the first one.
Yep. Thank you. Yeah. So I'll just drop that on myself.
All right. Very nice. You regain 2d8 hit points.
Okay. And so that's gonna be there, 2d8.
Beautiful. All right. 9 points of healing to Shenzu. Shenzu, you're feeling a lot better.
Awesome. And so I will Then take and let's see here. I will move around Izumu and come in over here. And I want to do a Vitality Lash.
You've only got one action remaining. One action for battle medicine, one action for moving.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. I guess with Vitality Lash, I actually don't have to be right next to him. I
think it's a 30-foot range, if I remember correctly.
Okay. Can I reverse my move back here then?
Sure.
I'll stay here.
Sure, not a problem.
Yeah, and then we'll go ahead and do the Vitality Lash.
All right, you lash out a Vitality Lash towards it, and he makes a critical save, taking no damage.
Damn. Okay.
Okay, but that brings us to the end of Shenzu. Wei Tao, you're up next.
Yeah. Wei Tao is sick. He is injured. He is bleeding. And he is going to attack like a rabid animal.
Sure, not a problem. Loosing primal roars, he begins to swing sword against sword. You make your first attack, which lands firmly, dealing 16 points of damage, which again, much like Ritsu's attack, eats into that sort of incorporeal flamish armor that exudes over his body, but I think it's all but exploded it. Yeah, pretty much. It's almost completely gone.
Alright, then he's gonna swing again with Vicious Swing.
Very nice. 2-action Vicious Swing. As that one is
Please.
that one's a critical miss.
Yes. Hero point, pretty please.
You may absolutely. That is a regular miss.
Yeah, well.
Okay.
He's swinging wildly.
You are swinging wildly. All right, the bleeding continues as you take a little bit more damage from the deep wound. You have not managed to heal yourself up with it. Izumu, we then go to you.
All right. Isamu is going to... I'm going to use combat grab. So basically, I'm going to punch this guy right in his smug little face. And if I hit, I automatically grab it.
Love that. All right, let's do it.
All right. Let's hope I hit.
Nice. Solid hit. As you manage to hit him across the jaw, you will then automatically grapple him.
Yes. And so I drop the damage and then I drop the grab effect, right?
I got it. I dropped the grabbed effect, but yeah, you can just drop the damage on him.
Okay.
All right, nice. The shield is now gone as you kind of break through the last of it, and then wham, hit him in the jaw.
And then basically once I've got him grabbed,
Yep.
in a moment of clarity, since he's not been drinking for quite a while now,
Mm-hmm.
Isamu is just going to kind of snarl at this guy and be like, how about you fucking take a second and listen to your daughter and not some asshole's opinion over what she's telling you. Listen to the words that she actually has to say.
Interesting.
And then he's just going to hold on to him.
All right. So, I mean, that's fine. So that's still one attack you've made. I'm going to go with a diplomacy check here. Now, it is going to be a hard DC, so I will give that to you there. Fuck it. You know, let's... Yeah. Okay, let's see it. Go for it.
All right. I'm not very diplomatic, so this probably won't go well. But hey,
Oh, no, absolutely not. Like, I'm almost guaranteed it's to be crit fumble, but, you know. Yeah, there you go. Nailed it.
So close.
Oh no.
All right, easy. Well, that's that. Okay, cool. So Izumu, you are trying to speak to reason, and you realize very quickly as you're holding onto this guy, He has no reason.
Or I'm just really bad at it, which is fair.
Both possibly true. Okay. Keiko, you're up.
Yes. I have one of two things I would like to do, but the first would require a player's blessing to do so, and if the answer is no, that's fine. I have something to back it up. I would like to Tanglevine Wei Tao to try to pull him back, and I know that's not what Tanglevine does, but I'd like to try to use it in that manner if it actually wraps.
All right, Wei Tao. I mean, sorry, Marcus Shmore, really.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I mean, I feel like Wei Tao would fight against it, but
Yeah.
Okay, sure. So, I will say that for the cost of a hero point, that is perfectly fine. Well, actually, this is more story stuff. No hero point needed. I'm happy for you guys to do it that way. There will be a save involved, so Wei Tao will make a reflex save.
I was just gonna. Can I not drop it on allies?
Oh yeah, you can drop it on ally.
Okay,
Yeah, just drop it on. Get him. All right, that will hit. All right, so that will pull you back 5 foot towards Keiko as a series of very sticky vines basically lash out, grab you around the arms and waist, and then you basically feel them almost elastically retracting as you're pulled backwards away from the samurai. Because it's a forced movement, there's no attacks of opportunity or anything like that. Just you are now over in the back line.
And then Keiko was going to scream for everybody to stop. And she'll say, basically, in the name of whatever god it is that you pray to, stop. And that's all she's going to do right now.
Okay. Oh, that makes this all the more sad. Sad in a sad way, not sad as in that's pathetic, like...
No, I got you.
I just wanted to make sure. I just realized it had both meanings. Okay. Keiko, make a diplomacy check. Hold on one sec. Let me... I'll reduce that. Yep, there you go. All right, go ahead.
I got slightly better than these.
Okay, no. Well, yep, you had a
did a
lower
4
DC
hero
and you still crit fumbled. So yeah, no, he is definitely not happy about that.
I do have 3 hero points, Dag.
I mean, if you want to try it, I don't recommend it.
she does have that floating hero point too.
That's true. That should be your floating hit point if you want to use it. But let's see.
And there's a divine intervention.
You
Yeah,
would-
I was gonna say because
Okay. Okay, I don't mind telling you this. The only way you're going to do this is on a nat 20, even with the reduced DC, because you're not trained in diplomacy.
Right.
I will allow you. Okay, let's start with the first. First of all, let's use the hero point. Okay, so use the float.
Gave a divine intervention.
I know, Neil. Shut up.
Sorry. Okay. Sorry.
Use the divine. Use the heal. Use the thing first. Okay, that's fine. Now we're going to use the divine intervention because the divine intervention re-rolls this roll, which will include your hero point. You now roll another 2 with with the advantage here.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that was Cookie.
Same exact roll.
Yeah, Cookie. That was what the reduced DC is. This is with the reduced
And
DC.
That's my best at a 9. Okay, it's not gonna happen, Dag.
No, it's not. No, like I said, you only had it. You would have only gotten it on a nat 20, but I'm glad you didn't have to burn a hero point for it, so you're fine. Okay. So there's that. Swirling blade, eh? None of you have weapons except for you, and that's no point for that. Because he's got a really cool maneuver, which is where he swings his sword around and disarms everyone around him. Okay.
You're welcome, way down on accident.
Because I would have totally loved to have done that. Okay, here we go. Rykon has done an inspiration with an advantage. Dang. Oh, see, I was gonna try. Okay. All right, I'm gonna ask my players above the table. What mode are we setting this into? Is this realism killer mode or is this good story mode? Ritsu,
I don't know.
make a choice.
I like you having fun too, so
I'll have fun with both of these. I promise you.
I feel like this is a story mode.
Story mode? Okay. Izumu, hardcore story mode.
Man, that's
No shame. No shame in
I'll go
anything.
story mode.
Story mode?
Story mode.
Okay. Keiko, story mode or hard mode?
I mean, for me, I feel like I'm so out of the fight that if I say hard mode, I'm an asshole.
You're
and
not.
I'm here for the-
You
I'm
can
here
be
for
an
the
asshole. We
story,
still love you,
so
you know.
story mode.
Story mode. Okay, Wei Tao.
See, I was hoping somebody else was gonna say hard mode.
I mean, it's literally my story, so I have to say story mode. That's
Sure,
I
sure,
mean,
sure.
At this point, it doesn't matter. It's already even if
I still-
Shenzi votes hard mode, it's still
it-
3-2.
Even if
I
that's the
died
case,
either way.
everyone's opinion matters. You know, it's like voting. You know, for anything. You know.
Does it though?
This
Not
Keiko's
when
story,
you're
I'm still
outnumbered.
allowed to
No. It absolutely matters, and I'll tell you why it matters. I'll tell you why it matters because the result of the vote doesn't matter. It's the ability to express your opinion that matters more. And that way, even if you don't get what the vote is, your opinion is weighed and measured in terms of what it is that you like. I might decide to add something a little extra to go for that if that's what you know. It lets me understand that.
I'm
Yeah.
someone where I like a good mix of story and realism, but I'm a little more on the realism side.
Sure,
because
sure.
It still tells a good story. Like,
Great, yeah,
if
it
he's gonna
can.
go for the weakest party member or the party member that aggravates him the most.
Mm.
He should do that.
Sure. So
If
you're
that's what he would do. So
okay. So
that's-
hard mode on that one.
Yes.
Cool. Yeah. No. Again, no shame on that. No judgment. Sweet. Shenzu, what about you?
Like a good story.
Good story? Okay. So yes, it will be story mode, but thank you for sharing. Again, like I said, everyone's voice matters here at the table, and I want to make that clear even in the event of multiple voices and stuff. And I have a voice too, which means, like I said, I'm going to enjoy both of them because I've got ideas for both. So, with this ability, with this thing, number one, he is going to try to rid himself of his extra weight here by attempting to try and cut Izumu very deeply. Now, I'm going to do a cold shot here. The cold shot is for one of Izumu's arms. If he lands a critical hit, he will land a deep wound in one of his arms, potentially disabling it. The side note is you'll need to make a forge save or potentially lose that arm. Don't worry, it'll be a clean cut. It can be reattached with surgery, but swords do sword things, yo. So, you ready?
Yeah.
All right. The samurai sword. Ooh, Jesus. All right, it comes up and it does hit. Thankfully, it doesn't force you to drop the to drop him, but it does hurt like the dickens. He is.
That actually shouldn't hit. I don't know why it didn't add. I'm in mountain stance, but that adds a +4 to my AC, which puts it at 24.
Give me a moment here. Let's have a
I don't know
look.
why it didn't add that.
Bop, 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 bop. I don't see why it wouldn't either.
So I
22.
usually just put it in the miscellaneous for extra like effect stuff. I just put it in that one.
AC 4 item. You might not need to put item in it. Has it worked before?
Yeah, it worked last session, the first time I went into it.
Ah, weird. Okay. That's all right. Let's just double check some stuff. So that should be 24. Yeah, you're right. He hit you with a 22. In which case, I will jinx point it.
That's fair.
Yeah, I will jinx point it, but let's just see if it works again, shall we?
Did I re-drop it on myself? Because it said it didn't.
Yeah,
have any
redrop it.
effects.
Yeah, redrop it on yourself. We might have I might have accidentally touched something or whatever.
Maybe it's set up for a one-turn kind of thing.
No. It's there. It's definitely there. All right, just let me know
It's
when.
still there.
Yeah, just let me know when you've dropped it on.
Confused. As soon as I find it again. Where the heck did it go? There it is. Got it. And on me.
All right, you got
How
it.
did that heal me?
No,
Yeah.
I healed you.
Oh, you did. Okay. Whew. You did it the exact same time I dropped it on myself. That's weird.
Okay, cool. Okay, so let's try that again. Katana swings. That's a hit.
Well, that definitely hits. Yeah.
Good. All right. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't have used the jinx point because I was already at advantage. You're right. Thank you. Because Raikon gave me advantage with that one.
Good call. Yep.
Okay, so that is 16 points of damage, and you've started bleeding. Second attack, he's going to do the exact same thing. So with the same cold shot, trying to cut your arms off. It is not pretty. For another 13 points of damage. And you know what? Screw it. He's going to give it a go. Third attack. Again, same thing. He's trying to cut your arms off. Ooh. Ooh, that's nasty. But he did not cut your arms off. Jinx point or no jinx point? You know what? I said I used the jinx point earlier. Let's use the jinx point. Let's try it. Attack number 3. I just don't want to crit fumble. You know what I mean? Nice. There we go. So not a crit fumble. Okay. So yes, basically he has sliced into your arms. These are pretty heavy blows, but you managed to hold on. Ritsu, you're up next.
Okay. I need to get away, but at the same time.
Sorry, I just read what Proxima said. What's your AC? Regrettable. My AC is regrettable. That's what it is.
Pretty much all my characters lately.
Fair. Okay. Ritsu, what's the plan?
We heard Keiko say stop.
Mm-hmm. Keiko has instructed you all to stop for the love of whatever god you worship.
I think, rather than being next to him, though, I think I will take a 5-foot step away.
Sure.
So I can at least be away from him.
Sure.
And then in the process with my last 2 actions, swapping out the Masayoshi for the ancestral sword. And just say, Keiko, you better have a good reason for this. And then I'm just getting ready. I'm not attacking. But
all right. Shenzu, you're up.
Shinzu will take his crock in both hands and slam it down on the ground, reconstituting the barrier of life at this point. And while he does that, he says, stop and listen to your daughter. There could possibly be more that we could do to save this, to appease the yokai and save Willowshore together than fighting each other.
Okay. Let's make a diplomacy check.
Okay.
Also, by the way, he will have crit fumbled still after the jinx point. Because if your AC is 24, 14 will still crit fumble. Thanks to Cookie for spotting that one. A crit fumble, I'm afraid.
You're real bad at talking good.
Well, Rishenzu's not bad at talking good. Just this is kind of one of those very difficult situations. Yeah. Okay, real quick, I'm just gonna roll the fumble thing here. No, you were good. All right, so he will fumble.
yeah.
So let's see what happens here. He drops one of his items. He'll drop his katana.
Ooh.
Okay. So Shenzu, you have done your diplomacy check. You got 2 more actions.
Yes. Well, so I did the barrier of life first. And then just barrier of life is 2 actions. Do I still have one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I would, seeing Ritsu's state, Shinzu would make his way over to Ritsu to be able to administer aid at his next chance.
Okay, not a problem. So hold on. Barrier of life is 2 actions, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
that's- he
diplomacy
said that,
check.
And then you told him he had one more. That's why
Oh,
he
sorry,
asked.
sorry, that was my bad. Oh
he
yeah, no,
only had
that
time
was
to
my
move.
bad. I
He's not
thought.
healing, no.
Yes, yeah. You know, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'll say you can diplomatize while you're moving. It's fine.
Oh.
No, it's okay. Yeah. Normally I wouldn't, but then I was like, that's really isn't much, and I thought I was thinking other things. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, Wei Tao, you're up next.
Wei Tao's going to fight against the Tanglevine.
All right, escape DC. This would be an athletics or an acrobatics check. Your DC is Keiko. What's your DC?
That is a good question. It's spell DC, which is somewhere, I'm sure.
I will show you where to find it on your character sheet. If you go into the combat section, there is a section in the middle on the left-hand side with CDC next to which is class DC, which looks like it is 20.
Okay, yep, see, okay. I could not see CDC. I was like, what the hell are you talking about? But I see which, yep.
Ooh, close. Close, very close, but no.
Yeah, see, I don't know what to do in this situation, Dag.
Struggle and yell. Or you can try and break out again.
But then I take another penalty, and I know for a fact I won't be able to pass it.
It's not an attack, right? So he
Well, keeping in mind, Wei Tao. Okay, so this is actually an interesting thing because I was actually talking to some people about this before. When you have the mentality of like, if I can't make the numbers, I shouldn't bother trying. It's a very common thing that I think a lot of players do, you know, like especially when you're fighting in insurmountable forces, right? Like if you know, like this thing is a CR 17 and I even on a natural 20 I miss, why bother attacking? Sometimes there's the story element to it where attacking isn't about like the winning or the losing. It's about what you're risking, you know. In this case, trying to break free is still your priority. You're not really risking anything for trying again, even if you fail. Your other option is if you have nothing else that you can really do, even roleplay wise, keeping on breaking out isn't going to penalize your character in any way.
Well, so here's the thing. I could keep, like, rolling to try to break out.
Sure.
But I don't want to do what I think this version of Wei Tao would do, which is attack the source of what's holding him back.
So the source of what's holding you back are the vines. So if you want to cut the vines, that's perfectly fine. Keiko is like it's an automated spell. So once it's up, you know? Like, yeah.
Well, again, I said the source of the vines, which is Keiko.
No. Well, like I said, that won't do anything. Even if you struck Keiko, one, you know you can't kill Keiko in a single blow. Secondly, you also know that the spell won't end from that. Also,
I mean,
yeah, like I said, Wei Tao is bloodthirsty, but he's not dumb. You know what I mean?
To be fair, it does say concentrate, so it will drop if I...
Oh, is it concentrate? Oh, yeah, that's right. It is concentrate. Sorry, I apologize. Normally it has a, sustain thing, but yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, all right. In which case, you would need to land a critical hit on Keiko. But yeah, you can, Callie, are you comfortable with that?
Yep.
Yep, easy done. All right, Wei Tao, you've got the green light. Go ahead.
Yeah.
And keeping in mind, this is a consent thing, right? Consent's very important. We know it's not Marcus. We know that this is obviously a pretend character in a make-believe situation, acting like a feral animal while being restrained. Keiko did this knowing that as well, and understanding what you're intending now. Callie, as a player, has approved. So you're all good. You are, you are 100% good for this. Guilt-free.
Am I rolling the full, or am I
Well, this would still
-5?
Well, this would be the -5 because your first action was to try and escape, which does count as an attack action.
Sorry, I just had a bunch of stuff fall at once.
Oh no. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I just got yelled at for being too loud too, so ow.
Oh, that sucks.
I did not hear a single word you said.
Oh, make your attack, second attack penalty. All right. So, Wei Tao takes a swing, turning around. There's barely a look of recognition in his eyes as he swipes at Keiko. Keiko, you manage to step back, but only very narrowly. Your pendant that's around your neck that holds like some of the charms that you were given to protect you, like while you're in the woods and stuff, things that your mother made, like by hand. The strap has basically been sliced off and it falls to the ground in front of you as Wei Tao takes this swing.
Wei Tao would also like snarl through his teeth and go, "You would protect this monster?"
Just as I protect the one in front of me, yes.
Ooh, fucking love that. You know what? Both of you get a floating hero point. That was beautiful. Love that. Okay. Wei Tao, you do have one more action if you want to use it, or you can just grizzle.
Let's... You know, he is going to call upon Yaijing's justice and guidance himself.
Nice, love that. All right. Waijing guides your blade as we then go to Izumu. Oh, and the bleed damage will... what did you have? Temporary hit points.
Because
From the life
was,
barrier. Yep. From the life barrier. Gotcha. So that bleed damage. Actually don't know if the bleed damage would be absorbed. I'm going to say no on that one. So I'm going to still give you the temporary hit points, but you are going to take 3 points of damage. So there we go. Oops. Much better. Okay, yep. All right, sick. Yeah, because I feel like bleed damage shouldn't really be blocked by the life barrier, given that it is just you bleeding. It's not more oncoming damage. Izumu, as you are holding on to Karu, he is enraged. You can see that there is a coldness about him now as he sees Wei Tao striking Keiko. He is now no longer focused on any of you. He is almost entirely honed in and locked in on Wei Tao. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
I didn't realize I had done that. Ignore that.
I got you. So, the first thing Izumu is going to do, because his arm's hurt real bad, he's going to keep his hold on this guy with the one arm, but the other one he's going to sort of pull back towards himself. And he's going to kind of focus on the pain and try to will himself to push through it. And accidentally, because he doesn't know he can do this, activate wholeness of body to heal himself for 8 hit points.
Nice. Love that. As you do so, your muscles begin to tense, and as they do so, they sort of cauterize your own wound as you basically just sort of have more of that internal muscle control to be able to staunch the bleeding and try to seal the wound. And when you do that, that also gets rid of your persistent bleeding.
Oh, sweet. Not know that. That's even better. Now, feeling better with the free hand, we're going to go ahead and do a flurry of blows with that.
Oh, nice. All right, let's do it. Oh, keeping in mind, you do need to use one action to maintain the grapple.
Yes, that'll be that'll be the third. Maintain the grapple, heal, and then the flurry.
Yep. All right, cool. Flurry attack number 1. You kind of hit him in the sort of armor, and then the armor absorbs the second attack as well.
Well, crap.
Crap indeed. And then you maintain. All right. Keiko, you're up.
Keiko is going to go ahead and concentrate on that there spell on Wei Tao. And then I'm going nope, me. There we go. She's gonna move right there. And she is going to look her very pissed off father right in the face, sigh, and say, if you want to get him, you will have to go through me.
All right, is that it?
You know what? I should probably cast shield just in case he takes me up on that.
Okay. Step 1. Reposition Keiko.
That's a smart idea. Oh, I don't have shield. What?
All right.
I thought I had shield.
What is Keiko's fort? 17 is the DC. Keiko, you are grabbed by the shoulder and thrust to here with a single hand.
What did I just say? Ah, damn it!
Second action, he is going to try and make an athletics check to move with Izumu to here. During that time, he is going to attempt to draw his katana from the ground.
Sorry, he should not be grabbed. It ends at the end of my turn.
Oh, okay, so he's no longer grabbed. Okay.
That auto grab, yeah. Okay.
Okay, very well. So in
said
which
it would
case,
auto remove it, but it did not.
okay, very well. In which case, he then moves over and grabs his katana. He then looks at the restrained Wei Tao and will, without any hesitation.
Question.
Yes.
Is him grabbing the katana manipulate action?
Yes, it is.
Then I have reactive strike.
You may use it.
Yeah, as soon as he goes for it, because he's within range, yeah, Wei Tao is going to strike.
Oh, sorry. No, my apologies. That won't actually be within range because he dropped it in this square. So that's where he'd pick it up.
Oh, I thought he had to move to pick it up.
No, he's moving to hit you.
Well, then he can't move. Or pick it up if he does move.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. He's picking it up at the start of his move, so he's picking it up here, and as he's moving here.
I thought...
It's still a move action.
Oh, I thought picking up
Yeah.
a weapon was an action.
Yeah, no, normally it is, but we do it. We also say that you can do it as part of a move action.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So he is gonna hit you. This is the second physical attack because he pushed Keiko.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That is a critical strike
Yep.
for 39 points of damage. As you watch as he doesn't say anything. This is cold. This is you swung at my daughter. This is unforgivable. This is a crime, and this is death. As you see this sword bringing down, please make me a will save, real quick, before we roll out percentage here.
Yeah, I'm also on dying 3 because I was weak 2.
Oh yeah, fair enough. That's unfortunate. All right. All right. Now, because you said hardcore mode, let's try something cool here. If you'll go with me on this.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Oh, he's doing it based on player, not for all of us. Oh, no.
No, that's not the right one. Ignore that. All right. The sword comes down hard. A single moment of flickering light gleams off the sword as it swings down towards you. The anger inside you, the sort of like feeling of that righteous justice, fades away in a moment. While, of course, your justice, very important, is at the forefront of your thoughts, there's a moment where as you look up, you see the blade coming down at you. This blade without a guard, emblazoned with the symbol of your god. Keiko's father does not meet your gaze with rage, nor pity, nor sorrow. It is pure. He does not kill you because he relishes in it, or because he has the same lust for blood. He is killing you because that is simply what is happening. In the moment, you, as an executioner, have spent a great deal of time perfecting the strike, trying to make it so that the hit is painless as possible for the criminals in question. It is a master stroke rarely seen by others. It has no animosity, no hatred, no judgment, just simply a welcome to the next phase. As he strikes at you, Wei Tao, I'm going to need you to make me a fortitude save.
Oh boy, the fortitude with the -2, so it's gonna be a +5.
I mean, who knows? Maybe.
Nope.
Not with that. All right. With a gleam of steel, before it hits your neck, you close your eyes. This is the death Wei Tao always imagined. Actually, better than what you imagined. You didn't imagine that you would die in a peaceful way. You always thought your destiny was to die brutally murdered by someone seeking vengeance for all of your crimes. You thought it was to be picked apart by the beasts. But instead, you see the gleaming hand of your God as it swings down justice. That word in your head for a moment, justice. That's what Keiko's dad was all about. Keiko's dad is seeking justice. This isn't about protecting the town for what had happened to the yokai. He wasn't seeking protection for, for his home and for his family. He was doing this out of justice. No one would emblazon their weapon with the symbol of this god if it was just to protect the town. That's not what this is about at all. You have 25 words. You can share whatever you would like and whatever your thoughts are to Keiko before your head is removed from your body. And Wei Tao will find peace.
$25 is not a lot of words.
25 is not a lot of words, but that is how long you have before the blade takes your head off. If you also want to spitball things as a player, we can do that too.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I feel like Wei Tao would realize that that's her dad's justice. But he would also have to remember Yaijing's edicts and anathemas are not harming innocents.
Which means
that the murders of the innocent children and others that this man has committed, if in Yaijing's name, would not have Yaijing see
let
favor.
me swing that in the other direction. It isn't about him conforming to your stuff. It's about you understanding why he did his stuff. If he believes that he is working for Yaijing, what does he believe?
I have no idea.
The children aren't innocent. That's what he believes. He believes the children aren't innocent. He is seeking justice because something happened. You don't know what it is. Like, you're missing pieces of the puzzle for sure. But you, Wei Tao, know that if he worships Yaijing, and he is doing this, and no one who doesn't truly believe in Yaijing could have made a beautiful death blow like the one you're receiving if he had a evil or corrupted heart the way that, murderers and serial killers do. He believed so wholeheartedly these children were not innocent for his thing. The message you want to get across is something that guides Keiko, because this guy's conviction is true. He truly believes no one in the town of Willowshore is innocent, because Willowshore must have done something to him and his family. That's where Wei Tao's deductions go in this moment, because you know so much about this god.
Right.
I mean, yes, he's misguided. That's not in question. But to him, he believes this.
Yeah, I don't know what Wei Tao would tell Keiko. I would know that he wouldn't be like kind about it. It would be matter of factly.
Yeah, sure. Matter of fact is fine. You could even say that he believes the town isn't innocent. You could say that ask him why or something. You know what I mean? You could have. I mean, there's still the basement, of course, as well. You know, lots of little angles you could potentially guide the group here with your last words, or you could just say goodbye. I mean, I'm not going to tell you what to say, but you have 25 words.
I do think his last statement would be something along the lines of if he believes the entire town is not innocent, then ask him why.
And with that, you feel like as your head falls off, you feel this like very, very cool, refreshing rain just suddenly come down, pouring on top of you. And you feel yourself not in your armor, not falling backwards, but you feel yourself in the middle of the courtyard of your daimyo back in Minkai. You're wearing white robes, and as you leave the stage, you bow to the daimyo, as you would, and as you close your eyes, you are no more. Wei Tao is gone. And a big round of applause, and thank you to Marcus for playing this very, very challenging and very, very fun character for our campaign. Yay!
I'll just have to keep lighting up my character. That's them clapping.
That's fair. You can actually clap. I mean, but that's fine. But yes, Marcus and I had already discussed previously. There is a new character that was going to come regardless, but this ending was a really good one. It was a really fucking good one. I love that one. But we are not out of the woods yet. Keiko, hearing those words. By the way, could I get you to write those words? By the way, Marcus, in the group chat, just so that we have them. You know, just have them.
Yep.
Keiko, your reaction.
Keiko would hear the words, but I feel for at least a moment or two not understand why he's choosing right then to say them, because I imagine this is like a quick, done sort of a thing, and she's not precisely schooled in the arts of what just happened.
Well, it's more as his sword went up, he would have said these words to you, and then poof, that would have been just so quick to have gone by.
Okay, so she would have. Yeah, she would have looked at him, unable to probably say anything in the short amount of time before he dies. But she will. There's obviously immediate guilt because she has him wrapped up in a vine. So I feel like her immediate reaction after hearing the words, being confused for a moment, would be to scream no and drop the vines like that's going to do anything. And then if it is allowed, I feel like she would kind of like like pound on her dad's back and just scream at him, asking him why.
He turns to you and he says, "Because Willowshore is filled with murderers." And with that, we're going to end today's session.
Dang. Oh.
All right, there we go, guys. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys had fun with this. Wow. Let's do some behind the scenes check-ins. I know we're a little bit early, but because I do want to do a player check-in on stuff. So, and just as a PSA for everyone as well, if you ever do have moments that are a little bit dark or a little bit harder and stuff like that, always a great bit of advice for any DM is to sit there and just do a wellness check on everyone, see how things are going. So we're going to go around starting with Keiko. Callie, how are you feeling? How are you doing? Did you enjoy today? Tell me all the things.
I'm going to start with yes, I enjoyed today. I thought there was a lot of good, especially Wei Tao and Keiko, seeing Isamu and Ritsu. Shenzu, I know you were doing a lot of like the healing and buffing stuff. You weren't actively attacking, but seeing Isamu and Ritsu, even in the middle of this fight, like pausing for a moment because Keiko asked them to, actually meant a lot to me as well. But I will also say that was very difficult. Not in a bad way, in a challenging way.
I thought you rose to so many of those challenging moments. I know that we've spoken in the past about like communicating character ideas and stuff like that at the table, and we did have that moment where we were talking about like internalizing versus externalizing some of the reactions and stuff. But I think once you kind of made that small adjustment, everything was also fucking amazing. The internalization is actually something I want people to do as well, definitely, because I think some people just remain quiet at times when in fact they should be doing stuff like Keiko perceives this and she understands this and she thinks this, and because that brings us into the world of the character, which I think you did spectacularly today. So well done, that was amazing, and thank you for going on that ride with me. I know it was challenging. I know it was a bit dark and heavy, but I wanted it that way. So season of ghosts, baby. Here's the furries of ghost. That's what we're doing. Okay. Let's keep going around. Shenzu, let's go with you next. How we feel? Good? Bad? Tell me all the things.
Yeah, feeling pretty good.
Nice.
Shinzu was a bit conflicted, with this version of Wei Tao here as to how he helped. So I mean, it was an interesting dynamic to work through in this area. There were a couple times that I was considering my glimpse of redemption to try and stave off a blow or something like that, but trying to balance the character. Yeah, definitely some good insight. And like Keiko was saying, I kind of played more of a back role to try and keep buffed.
But I think the interesting thing is, I don't think it was just the buffs, though. I think you, as Shenzu's character, also kept referring to Keiko and kept leaning on her lead, which I think is an important thing for players to be able to do, to be able to, sort of take in what another player is doing or saying and then contribute it to add to what they're doing, to further a plan and stuff. So even though you were in the back and stuff like that, kind of doing the support stuff, I think because of the nature of how everything was going, you played not only the support role well, but you also supported roleplay wise quite well too. So well done. That was freaking awesome.
Thank you.
Neil. Neil. How are you?
I know I'm good.
Tell me all the things.
Lots of back and forth today. It was very like a good and a bad, and I'm just like, what is happening?
That first crit was definitely an ill-timed crit, because obviously when you come in with that kind of...
Yeah, when I came in with that first swing and that crit did no damage, I immediately started thinking that there's got to be something more to this. And now my head's floating towards the heartbeat, whatever that beating is under the trap door, and I'm like, dude, should I go after that instead of him? But I gotta wait till next time to figure that out because
That's true. That's true.
Something at the end, and then you ended it, and I was like, no, I can't ask her that now. Damn it.
Well, my advice for that is write it in chat. Type it out in chat. Even though they'll see it earlier on, it's just a good reminder for you as well. But no, I thought that was great. I thought it was really, really cool. Again, we saw Ritsu stepping now into the katana collecting field. That's new.
It kind of was an accident because it started with me taking care of Taro's sword.
Yeah.
Because we both got swords. One was cold steel and one was silver. And so I think I took the silver one and he had the cold iron. And he asked me to take care of his sword.
Sure.
Then there was the where I thought the silver sword was the ancestry sword, and then you said that I got the ancestry sword back after they made it, and I was like, oh, I thought that was the one. So that was the third sword, was my grandpa's sword that we fixed. So I was like, okay, well now I have a cold iron sword, a silver sword, and a spirit sword. And now I've got Wei Tao's sword, the Masayoshi, which I still don't know what the deal is with that one, because it was Wei Tao's sword. He kind of knows what it was, but I just know it as a...
Sure. I would say just be careful with like making a character with multiple swords, because otherwise your character sheet's just going to end up looking like a dog's breakfast.
Especially because you can have a two-handed or one-handed.
Well, I more mean rather than trying to functionally weapon collect, just role play weapon collect. You know what I mean? Like you have those weapons. You don't necessarily
mean to do it.
No. It's fine. It's fine. Like I said, I'm just giving you advice on how to engage with that part of your character better. You know.
But I do think it's kind of interesting, like Ritsu kind of knowing, like, eventually figuring out, like, maybe he studies. You know, maybe he'll start studying the difference between different creatures, and he'll figure out which sword is most effective against which creatures. You know, and then maybe if we go into a battle, rather than fumbling about during the fight and finding out later, he could just be like, all right, and put this sword away, take this one out, and then just be ready that whole time. But kind of thing. Almost like he's studying the blade, and so he studies his own blades, you know.
Fair. That's cool. All right, Izumu. Lucas, how you going?
Good.
Sorry, I just read.
It's nice to be able to talk again.
Yeah, no, it is very, very nice. Happy with how things went. Feelings, yeah.
I took sort of a backseat on this one. Because I wanted the story to play out, and Izumu is sort of a, I don't want to say side character in the story, but focus isn't on him, so I tried to sort of stay out and play into the story where it made sense.
Sure. That makes sense. I'd probably say you are welcome to sort of step a little bit further in, especially next week, because the accusation of the Willowshore townsfolk is kind of present there. The thing is all the people of Willowshore are murderers and stuff like that. Like with a lot of these guys, actually with the exception of Izumu, these guys have all come from other places and moved to Willowshore. But you have a long-seated family history here in Willowshore. You're like kind of the OG stuff. This guy has a personal grudge against Willowshore, so much so that killing innocent children he doesn't consider to be not innocent. Like that's kind of like your hometown serial killer kind of vibe, so I wouldn't mind if Izumu wanted to step up a little bit more to defend the town in dialogue ways, if that's something you think he would do.
Yeah, he can do that.
All right, sick. And Wei Tao, aka Marcus. Marcus, how you feeling? How you doing? Tell me all the things.
Well, it's always tough when a character dies, even a character as challenging to play as Wei Tao was. There's definitely things that I wish that I would have done better with him. Things.
I think that's kind of a common thing as well when we get to the end of a character story, is like wondering if things could have been different or imagining how the what ifs play out.
Yeah, it is a pity. I mean, Wei Tao was going to be retired regardless, because after the good portion of the soul died, I was really hoping at the time that the good portion didn't die, because I was still hoping for that true redemption arc to happen. But Unfortunately, the dice just
went with him.
agree.
No, they did.
Um,
And yeah, and I thought the redemption arc was definitely on a good path with Wei Tao for a little while there, especially after all the stuff involved with the other ghost, the one of the head that Wei Tao in his pass threw into the river and stuff. I thought the conversion for there was actually kind of cool. But I think here's the interesting thing. I think characters can challenge us, and I think it's good for them to do so. But I think it's also important to make sure that we can, as players, engage with them in a way that's very rewarding. And I think over time, Wei Tao may have become less rewarding than when he first appeared to you. You know what I mean? Like, the concept originally was like, great, and we kind of latched onto it. But then playing the kind of assholic character or the person who's just like dismissive of people started, like we talked about it in the past, started like kind of weighing down, which is why we explored the idea of a new character retiring and stuff. But it doesn't make it easier just because, and I do tell people as well, don't ever buy into the idea that in order to get a character off a table you have to kill it. That's not the case, and that's definitely not what happened here. I did not plan to kill Wei Tao. I did not plan in any way, shape, or form. I never plan to kill off characters. If anyone comes to me and says, "Hey, I want to kill off my character and bring in a new one," I am actually the first person to say, "Hey, do we have to kill them? Can we find another way for them to be, just in case you want to bring them back or whatever?" But the dice rolled where they did. When Wei Tao attacked Keiko, because again, like I said, the big moment there was Keiko's dad basically going, "These people don't appreciate you. I'll prove it to you." And then to have Wei Tao attack his daughter, it's kind of like a case of like, well, yeah, no, this is proof. This is everything. So that death blow was it carried so much weight. And the great bit here is I loved the ending with Yai Jing, because I think that was also a very, very cool and interesting piece as well, because it means that all of the stuff that led Wei Tao here with their worship of Yai Jing and stuff has now turned into one final gift, one final benefit to the group, to give them one of the last pieces towards the puzzle as to how to put Keiko's dad to rest once and for all.
Yeah.
So, again, thank you for taking us on this journey with Wei Tao. It's been really, really fun. I am going to miss Wei Tao on a few different levels, but I can't wait to see your new character and how it's going to play out.
Yeah, me too.
Sick. All right, guys. Well, that's the end of the game. My name is Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. You can find it here a number of times during the week. We'll be back on Friday for the 7 Dooms for Sandpoint, where we will be joined by the incredible Rycon, I think. If Rycon's going to be joining us, let me know. But yeah, we're going to be doing that. And then that's it. That's what we're doing. In the meantime, however, stay safe, stay wonderful, be kind to each other, because why the fuck not? It's free. And until we meet again, game hard or die trying. Good night, folks.